Namaste. I welcome you all to the high concept in tabla playing. Lecture number 5. Today's topic is notation system in tabla. Let's see the importance of notation system in music. Notation in Indian music is a visual language that aids musicians in understanding and transmitting musical ideas. It simplifies the process of learning and performing by visually organizing the elements of music, be it pitch, rhythm or dynamics. The notation system serves as a critical tool for documenting Indian music, ensuring that complex compositions, intricate rhythms and subtle improvisations can be preserved, studied and passed on. While it cannot capture every nuance, it provides a framework that helps musicians understand, practice and share the art form across generations and geographical boundaries. Notation system in Indian classical music is more than just a record of notes and rhythms. It is a detailed map of the technical grammar and nuances that defines the music. It helps musicians understand the precise rule of ragas, talas, ornamentation, phrasing and improvisation, ensuring that they perform within the rich and intricate boundaries of the tradition. Notation allows for a more standardized method of teaching music. The use of notation system in teaching ensures that Indian classical music is taught in a standardized, consistent and accessible manner, which is essential for preserving its rich traditions and promoting wider learning. So, we have seen that it is a visual representation of music. We can read, and writing and reading becomes an easy task for a student of music. And it is also necessary for documentation of music. Documentation of music is only possible in the form of book or writing music with the help of notation system. And hence, with this documentation, we preserve our music. And to understand technical nuances and grammar and standardization of teaching, it is highly important that we use notation system in our music. Then we have two prevalent notation systems. These notation systems were invented by two luminaries, Pandit Vishnu Narayan Bhatkhande and Pandit Vishnu Digambar Paluskar. So, they both were pivotal figures in the modernization and systematization of Indian classical music in the late 19th and the early 20th century. Their contribution to the notation of tal are especially important in preserving and spreading the knowledge of Indian classical music. Together, Pandit Bhatkhande and Pandit Paluskar made Indian classical music more structured and accessible, particularly in the area of rhythm, that is tal, allowing future generations of musicians to understand and practice tal with greater ease. So, we move to the notation system now. First, we have Bhatkhande notation system, Pandit Bhatkhande notation system. So, in Bhatkhande notation system, sum is used, cross sign is used below the sum. See, you can see the syllable dha, and below that it is denoted by the cross sign, which is the sum sign used for sum in Bhatkhande system. Then for khali, the khali kriya, 0 or O alphabet is used below the syllable, and for example we have dha, and for khali symbol 0 is denoted below the dha. Tali, for tali the figure of the tali is written below the syllable. So, Tali, the figure of thali, if the thali is first thali, so that will be on sum, that will be denoted by cross sign, second thali by 2 number, third thali by 3 number. Then khand, the symbol straight line, symbol like straight line is used after every division. Then we have one syllable in one matra. So there is no symbol if we write one syllable in one matra. Suppose dha, dhin, dhin, dha is written in single speed, there won't be any symbol. But for several syllable in one matra, semicircle like symbol is used below the syllable. So illustration you can see the dhage, dha and ge, these are two separate syllables denoted by a semicircle below them. And takita, takita is ta single syllable and kit, takita. So takita together is denoted by a semicircle. Viram, pause, pause is denoted with S symbol, S symbol. So pause is denoted by the symbol which is like S. So you have Dadra Tal written in Pandit Bhatkhande system. So dha, dhin, na, dha, tin, na. You can see the sum denoted by a cross sign, and then the first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth matra, they don't contain any type of symbol below them. Since there is no provision of symbol for one syllable, you can't see any symbol given below the matra. And after three matra, you can see the straight line which is the first division, and after the sixth matra you can again see the straight line which is the second division. So Dadra has two divisions, 3 plus 3, and two divisions are denoted by two straight lines after the respective matra or the syllable. So khali, the khali syllable dha, again the fourth beat, you can see it is denoted by 0 or O symbol. So this is the illustration of Dadra Tal in Pandit Bhatkhande system. Then we have the second system which was invented by Pandit Paluskar, and this system is known as Pandit Paluskar Tal system. So as we have seen in Pandit Bhatkhande Tal system, Sam, Khali, Tali, Vibhag, Viram, all these elements have separate symbols. Similarly, in Paluskar Tal system, Sam, the figure 1 features below the syllable. For example, if dha is the sum matra, then dha will be denoted by one symbol below it. So you can see in the example that dha is denoted by one symbol. So 1 represents the sum. The sum is represented by one symbol in Paluskar Tal system. Similarly, for khali we have addition or plus sign written below the syllable. For example, if khali is on dha, then dha will be denoted by plus or addition symbol below it. You can see dha and below it plus is written. Tali, for tali, the figure order of the matra is written. If tali is on fourth beat, then below that matra you have to write 4. If tali is on sixth beat, then you will write 6. So the figure of the matra, not tali, is written in Paluskar system. But in Bhatkhande system we have seen. Let's go to Bhatkhande system. For tali, the figure order of tali is written. So in Bhatkhande we write tali, and in Paluskar we write order of the matra. So Vibhag, there is no symbol, but the symbol like straight line is used after the tal is over. So, after the tal is over, after that is after the last beat, we use a straight line symbol for the vibhag to denote the vibhag. Vibhag is division. Then we move forward. If there is one syllable in one matra, so dash sign is used below the syllable. So, for one matra, if there is a one syllable, so dha is one syllable, then dha will be denoted by a underline dash. So, dha and below it, if we denote underline, that becomes one matra, one syllable, one matra. If we have two syllables in one matra, that is each syllable will carry half matra weightage. So, 0 or O is used below the syllable. So, dhage, we can see in example, dhage is denoted by dha, below dha you have 1 0 and below ge you have 1 0. So, total 2 syllables are there, dhage, that becomes one matra, and 0 and 0 given below it. So, 0 carries the weightage of half matra. So, dhage will be 0 and 0. So, half becomes 1. So, 0 will denote the weightage of half matra. Similarly, if we have 3 syllable in one matra, so the sign, the symbol like inverse n is written. So, these are actually 3 lines which resembles the inverse n like sign is used below the syllable. So, we have example of takita. So, takita, these are 1/3, 1/3 and 1/3 matra denoted by 3 inverse n sign. So, 1 inverse n sign represents 1/3 matra. Similarly, if we have 4 syllables in one matra, small semicircle is used below the syllable. So, tirakita. So, tirakita is 1/4, 1/4, 1/4 and 1/4. So, we are writing, we are denoting tirakita by single semicircle matra or symbol below every syllable. 6 syllables in one matra, we have double inverse n sign used below the syllable. For example, taka tera kita. So, taka tera kita, these are 6 syllables, and you can see below every syllable there are double inverse n signs denoted. So, n and below that inverse n. So, 2 inverse n. So, that represents 1/6 matra. 8 syllables in one matra, double semicircle is used below the syllable. So, dhage, tite, dhage, tite, tage, tite. So, dhage, tite, tage, tite is 8 syllables, and below that it is written, denoted that 2 semicircles below dha, ge, tite, tage. So, 8 times 2 semicircles is denoted. And similarly, like Bhatkhande tal system, Paluskar tal system also have viram or pause symbol like S, which is S. So, this is the common symbol which is used for viram in both of the tal systems tal notation system. In Bhatkhande and Paluskar, viram is denoted by S symbol. So, we have the illustration of Paluskar tal system, dadra is written. So, dha, dhinna, dha, tinna. So, you can see below the first matra dha, 1 is written, 1 is denoted, that is sum, and below the 4th matra plus sign or addition sign is denoted, which is known as the symbol of khali. And you can see below every syllable you have a dash or underline sign So that means each syllable carries the weightage of one matra, and after completion of avartan, last bit, you can see the straight line is denoted. That means all the symbols in Poluskar system are used. Now, while writing the notation of Poluskar Tal system, students need to understand some notation techniques, and the following table will help students to convert the matras while writing the notation. So, in first column you can see single tempo figures, values and symbol. So, for one matra we denote it by dash. If we convert this one matra into double tempo, then it becomes half matra, and half matra is denoted by zero symbol. If we convert one matra into three-fold tempo, then it becomes 1/3, then it becomes, the symbol will be inverse n. If one matra is converted to four-fold tempo, it becomes 1/4, and the symbol semicircle, single semicircle is given. Similarly, two matra, its value is 2, and half matra, which becomes two syllable in one matra, the symbol will be used 0. If this is converted to double tempo, it becomes 1/4, the symbol is half circle, semicircle, single semicircle. If it becomes three-fold tempo, 1/6 matra, inverse n twice. If it becomes four-fold tempo, it becomes 1/8 matra, double semicircle, one below other. If we have four syllables in one matra, then its value will be 1/4 matra, which is again denoted by half circle, semicircle, single semicircle. 1/8 matra will become two single semicircles, two semicircles. 1/12 matra will become 3 inverse n, one below the other, and 1/16 matra will become 3 semicircles, one below the other. If we have 8 syllable, which is 1/8 matra in one matra, so double tempo will be 1/16, again denoted by 3 semicircles, one below each other, and if it becomes three-fold tempo, 1/24 matra, which will be denoted by 4 times inverse n symbol, and if we convert these 8 syllables into 4-fold tempo, it will become 1/32 matra. So, it will be denoted by 4 times semicircle. So, this is how you need to understand this table, and it will help you to write Poluskar notation system without any confusion. Then for your for the example we have, you can see tukda in Tintal with Bhatkhande system. Here is one tukda which is written in Bhatkhande Tal system. So, the tukda is in Tintal, dha tere kit tak, ta tere kit tak, tere kit tak ta, tere kit ta, tere kit tak, tere kit tak ta, tere kit dha, tere kit dha, tere kit dha. So, in each syllable, each matra, we have various syllables. Only single semicircle is written or denoted after each matra. So, it does not create any confusion. It is easy to denote each and every matra with single semicircle. Now, we see tukda in Jhaptal, Poluskar system. So, what is tukda? Dha tere kit tak, ta tere kit tak, tere kit tak ta, tere kit dha, tere kit dha, tere kit dha. Dha tere ता तेरे कीटे तक, ता तेरे कीटे तक, तेरे कीटे तक, ता तेरे कीट धा, तेरे कीट धा, तेरे कीट धा. So dha tera. After every syllable, small semicircle is denoted. See, you can see in every matra you will see 4 semicircles, because since it's a Chatashra Jati, we have 4 syllables in single matra. So every matra will contain 4 single semicircle, and the symbols which are used for sum, khali and tali. Below the tali you can see third matra 3 is written, then again below 8th matra 8 is written, and after the avartan there is single line which is used in Paluskar Tal system for completion of avartan. So this is how we understand these both the Tal system, Pandit Bhatkhande and Pandit Paluskar Tal system. I hope you will be able to read and write comfortably, conveniently in both of this notation system. With this we conclude our lecture. Thank you.